Well, good afternoon, everybody. You probably noticed that dry northwest wind that came in, but I'm sure you noticed the temperatures. Get a load of this, folks. We were 104 here in Victoria, 105 in Port Lavaca, 103 in Gonzales, and 107 in Bay City. They got that warm and popped one of those little showers, but I tell you, I mean, this is stuff for the record books. I mean, we've never seen this kind of stuff in our area. Now, up in North Texas, as we mentioned yesterday, there was a little frontal system. It's really kind of a dry line that came down, but it did help knock their temperature down a little bit. Not a whole lot, but some. Tomorrow, we're looking for that dry line basically to roll back up, and eventually all that Gulf moisture will roll back in. But look at these forecast highs, 100 degrees pretty much everywhere. Oh, 99 in Brownsville. Wow. Pretty amazing stuff, wouldn't you say? Now, here's the little shower that popped up not far from Port Lavaca, also up here toward Bay City. They're not significant, they're not huge, and they will collapse within the hour or so because they're driven by the heating. But as we look around the area, you can see those are the little bitty showers that we were hoping to pop as that line came through. Notice that in deep South Texas, they've got a little bit more rain, a lot more humid down there, and we've got a bunch of stuff out of the Gulf of Mexico, but it can't come to visit us because of the ridge of high pressure. Now here's the front. You can see how we've got north winds north of it, and obviously the Gulf moisture has been suppressed down into the Gulf of Mexico. But all this is very hot and very dry right about now. Now this thing's actually going to back up by tomorrow. You'll feel that Gulf air roll back in, but let's see where the dome is right now. You can see how it's actually going back up to Utah. That's going to allow some of this Gulf moisture to start sort of drifting toward us. Then as we get to Thursday, Friday, the dome is now moving to the Midwest. So St. Louis, Chicago, Rapid City, they're all going to be into this ridiculous heat wave. But this is so far north that it's going to allow some of that Gulf moisture to drift in. Therefore, in the long term, we do have some chance of getting a little bit of shower activity as we get closer to the weekend. You might have noticed that we've got now this is the forecast now. The forecast is for a tropical storm to go up through Baja California, fall apart, and then come into Los Angeles with some rain. That is about as weird as anything I've heard in weather, but that's what the computer models are bringing us right now, and we'll wait and see how that evolves. Down in the Atlantic, it's now in the peak season of hurricane development. We have two areas, but they have a 30% chance of developing into a tropical system. Let's just say the following. We'll be watching them daily. You don't have to worry about it. If anything evolves, we'll certainly jump all over it. So let's go see your local forecast. We're looking for the morning low in Port Lavaca getting down to 80 and then up to 99 by the afternoon, more reasonable. And the day planner for Cuero down to 77, but still on the hot, dry side at 104. Now, it's still going to be hot all the way through the weekend, starting Sunday. I know you've heard me say this before, but I'm feeling good about getting some sort of rain activity around here by the beginning of next week. That's your 7-day forecast. We have this QR code. We'd love for you to scan that and put Crossroads Today on your phone. James?